Portland Hospital is to close its 16-bed ward in August and transfer the provision to West Haven Hospital in Weymouth. The hospital says it can't secure enough staff to operate the ward safely, and many of its recent patients don't live on the island. All other services will continue and the hospital isn't planned to close. Giovanna Lewis is a Portland resident and local campaigner.
Well, let's speak now to Giovanna Lewis, who is a Portland resident and local campaigner. Giovanna, thank you very much indeed for coming on to the programme. What's your reaction then to the news?
Well, shocked at the suddenness of it all, really. Portland people are quite devastated here today.
Why has it been such an important task for you to try and keep the community beds on Portland?
Well, everybody wants to have good community services around where they live. I mean, that's a given, isn't it, really? In Portland, we have particular issues with travelling on and off the island, and particular issues around high deprivation in the area. We have some of the sort of poorest wages, the poorest incomes, and in fact, the people that live down in Underhill, statistics show that 37% of them don't even own a car. So I think that gives you an indication of how tough it can be for some people over here.
Now, you had a campaign to keep the beds on Portland. Dorset Healthcare have said that the beds are severely underused in a statement. They say over the last 6 months, they've only had 4 people using the 16 beds. I mean, can you see why they are making this decision?
I think they said that only 4 people from Portland were using the 16 beds. That's my understanding. We're aware that the beds in Portland are always full. We've made many inquiries and we know that to be an ongoing thing. There was mention that, patients from the east of the county come and use Portland beds, etc., etc. Well, we know that patients from Portland and Weymouth also get transferred and admitted to beds on the east of the county, basically because there aren't enough beds. And when a community bed is needed, it's a case of phoning up, where in the county is there one free, where can we put people? And people are parcelled off all over the country because there is already a shortage without even more beds being closed.
You've done everything you can do to campaign to keep the beds. In terms of moving forward, what's your next step?
Well, we're organising a demo here on the island next week. A whole load of us are going up to the London demo tomorrow. I've tried to make contact with Ron Shields today, Chief Executive of Dorset Healthcare, whom we met in May, and I've also tried to make contact with Richard Drax. I'm still waiting to hear from them.
Do you feel you've been listened to up until this point? You've obviously voiced your concerns.
We don't feel that we've been listened to as well as we would have liked to have been listened to. It seems that when there's something in the press, then we do get few responses, but generally no. We have. I have to say, whilst he might be a very nice man, we do feel very let down by Richard Drax, our MP.
All right, we'll leave it there. Giovanna, thank you very much indeed for coming onto the programme today. That's Portland resident and local campaigner Giovanna Lewis. It is 10 minutes past 5. You're listening to Drive Time with Louisa Hannon through until 7.